The savings can be astronomical. I'd really encourage you to get started on it today. Lightbug.com. The link is Ukraine, the threat of Ukraine to NATO, Ukraine with weapons. No. Putin's problems just got bigger, but I also think we took one giant step closer towards nuclear war. It's now been announced that Finland and Sweden are close to pulling the trigger to join NATO. Oh my gosh. Finland's especially bad because, see, now you're beginning to encircle the Eastern Front, the old Eastern Front of World War II. This is really, really bad strategically for Putin. Finland and Sweden. Sweden saying yes, Finland says we're close to a decision. They're scared of Putin. He has been such an aberrant thug figure that these countries are saying, we fear him. So we are going to align with the West. The problem is, and I'm just going to be straight up honest with you, you know my views here, and I don't care what anybody thinks. I am not a Putin fan. I have never been a Putin fan. I've never been fooled by Putin. KGB, then the disintegration of the Soviet Union, Russian mafia, not Putin, and now dictator. Kills journalists at record rates internationally. The only ones that rival him is Mexico. Has killed political opponents and puts the rest he doesn't kill in prison. There is no freedom in Russia whatsoever. So I don't support Putin. But his approach to having a gold-backed currency, that promotes freedom. More so than the so-called Western democracies that want to go digital, that's the opposite of freedom. It's total control from the government top down. It's really a conundrum. Now, this won't cause me to change my allegiance, but I'm telling you this, Biden is being allowed to go down the wrong path with this. Putin is kind of like, well, he's made the bed that he's laying in. He's going to have two more nations that will oppose him. What a volatile situation we have created. And just to think, all Biden had to do was say to Putin, okay, Ukraine will never be in NATO. We'll agree to that. That's all he had to do. And he refused to do it. That's it for the Common Sense Show. Please share this far and wide.
So this is a book of Revelation 11 and verse 14. It reads, the second war is past, and behold, the third war comes quickly. All praise and honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKadash, and Abhana, to the elder and the apostles of the Ministry, hold all well, a peace, a blessing, a salutation, and to you, Akim, who are pushing this truth to the four winds of the heaven, and beyond the forefront of this spiritual war, and to make sure that Jerusalem is established there as a praise here on earth again, as in the days of old. So the third war comes quickly, as you saw here. You see NATO, they are busy, man, on provoking Russia. And this is aimed to make the bear uncomfortable. And what comes next? Trouble. So there is trouble ahead, man. You see, it's not like in the old good 2010, 2080, 2060. You see, whether you have breezers, you see, a little prophecy happens, then you have a big breezer. You see, right now, the prophecy are happening back to back. And right now, you are seeing a giant leap in prophecy as far as WW3 is concerned. You see, NATO is trying to encircle Russia on the northern front. They have already encircled on the northern front. They're trying to move on the east. The east, the south, everywhere. do you think it will happen next? You have the answers, man. So for you niggers, I see, out of there who used to say what you see won't happen in your generation, you better think twice. And not only this, we have more bad news. I see we have more bad news. You see, there will be a land invasion. I see. Let me put. Don't disturb me because this women, man. There will be a land invasion. In America, you will see guys on a troop. On the shores of America. You see, you will see a foreign troop. You see, austere, looking men. You have some of them have more than 10 combat experience. Some of them haven't held a woman for more than 2 years, man. What do you think will happen? So it is bad news after bad news. Inflation, man. And today I think I got lipped up, man. I went to eat food. I used to eat that food for, 1,000 shilling. Right now, it is 2,000 shilling. That's 100% rise in price. From 1,000 shilling to 2,000 shilling, man. That's a major rise in price, man. If I'm making myself clear, so trouble in the third world country, trouble in the first world country, trouble in the second world country. There is trouble everywhere. So in today's, as far as the algorithm of WW3 is concerned, I am going to talk about this, whom you call non-allied nations, going all the way back to the war in the Korean Peninsula. It was 1950 something, 52 or 53, if I'm not mistaken. You had nations who refused to take part in that war. Then, all the way down in history, you have the Cold War, in which the Cold War, that was like an ultimatum from the Moshe that he about to do away with Esau. So Esau was given a little time period. Like now Esau, he is operating on a borrowed time, pursuing to Revelation 12 literally. Esau's Edom kingdom was supposed to end before the year 2000. Right now he is on a borrowed time. That's why you see all this prophecy are coming back together, man. And you will have a prophecy happening simultaneously. We call it the simultaneous equation of prophecy. World you see the mark of the beast, and Jacob of trouble will be simultaneously. The persecution of the prophet, it will be quick. It will be quick. When this prophecy really start happening, it will be quick. So how is the mark of the beast happening simultaneously with what you see? You know, you see, it's not a one day thing. It will be a build up to the destruction of America, man. Because that is the goal, that's the aim. The destruction of Esau, Edom, is the power structure. See, that's why the scripture tell you how is the harm of the earth cut asunder. See, the teeth of Esau, Edom have to be crushed, and that will be a build-up. See, the day of the Lord is not just a single day; it is a build-up, man. And the more TB that Esau is a red carpet toward your feet. See, the second coming of our Lord and Savior, Hawashai, man. See, so all Lord lead toward your feet, man. You won't see a Hawashai without toward your feet. See, so what you see is a much bigger prophecy, man. Second to the coming of our Lord and Savior, Hawashai, man. See, so you have to see is a certain kind of change on the world stage. And here I present to you whom you call the non-allied movement. This country who did not take a side, right now they are taking a side. From this video you saw Finland and Sweden, you have Ireland, you have Yugoslavia, you have India, you have Tanzania, you have, I think the third world country and the second world country, this whom we call developing country. You see, first developing countries, the OPEC nation, also, if they were non-allied, countries during the Cold War and the War of Korea, the war which happened in the Korean Peninsula. It is a non-allied movement. NAM is a forum of 120 countries that are not formally aligned with or against any major power bloc. After the United Nations, the largest group of states worldwide. You see, so it say membership 120, member state 18 state observer. You see, international organization. This is a movement originated in the aftermath of the Korean War. She then to the Cold War. You see, it was a bloc between the pro-Soviet community known as the Warsaw Pact, the pro-American capitalistic group, in which the Warsaw Pact, those were communists and socialists. There was a capitalist, which was NATO founded. So the NAM, or non-allied movement, was founded in 1961 on a Bender Prague conference in 1955. You see, in Yugoslavia, you see, over here it involved, even Cuba was there. You see, it involves the third world country. So, but now we are seeing a major shift here. That's why this dude here, from the common sense show, he showed this is a giant leap to a nuclear conflict. You see, because you are starting to see a nation who had the hand in the pocket, looking on the other side of the fence as they're taking, you see, a side. You see, that's the third war coming quickly. So you are seeing, seeing move physically. This is not a political war. It's a war of words. You see, between two countries. You are seeing some action in the blood, man. You see, so let's go to the book of Joel. You see, I'll say Joel say, beat your Prussia into swords. Lead this third world country and this second world country, whom we call developing country like Ukraine. They are really farmers, and that's why you see Ukraine is the largest wheat exporter. You have India, also, and this Finland, Ireland, and whatever, man. And you have the two Korea. You see, this country really, these are farmers, man. They are peasant. But now they are saying, no. You don't want to be peasant anymore. We want to fashion our Prussia into swords. So it simply means this is not the time of peace, man. So that's why you see Finland, they want to join NATO because that's where they think that they will have some kind of safety, which is ain't going to happen. Then you are pruning hook into spear, let the weak say I'm strong. You see, assemble yourself and come all heathen and gather yourself together round about. He's the cause I might want to come down your hour. You see, from there, let's go back to Revelation 9. You see, I will start really from Revelation 80. Verse 13 is saying, I beheld and heard an angel. You see, flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, woe, woe, woe to the inhabitant of the earth by reason of other voice of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to be sound. You see, Revelation 9 and 12, one war is past, and behold, there comes two wars more hereafter. So the sixth angel sounded and heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before the Messiah. So the sixth angel, between the sixth angel and the seventh angel, or the sixth trumpet and the seventh trumpet, that's why you have the third war. You see, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are born with a great river Euphrates, the angels of death, man. You see, and I ain't seen nothing. Do you think what you are seeing in Ukraine, that's nothing? That ain't nothing. So these angels of destruction, man, they will be walking in tandem. You see, to make sure that you niggas, you see, you regret, you see, crucifying our Lord and Savior Hawashai because you are the same nigga. You see, you will be battered to the ground, and no help will come your day, your way. You and your kids, you and your uncles, you and your grandma, you and your single mother sitting in the couch, is eating chipsy, you're watching video, acting like a keyboard warrior. You see, you think you have a say in every matter. The mark of the beast behind a microchip. It's just wait and see. An imminent land invasion on the soil of America. Just wait, you will see. Some gruesome judgment are coming. I see you will see people who you have people like I see you have people literally here in the East who you don't see them laughing. There are certain people in which I ain't seen them laughing. You see how much them soldiers in Russia, them soldiers in Korea. We saw there was a video which it was popular. I think they were soldiers from Philippines, man. Them motherfucker hard, man. Build up. The kind of exercise they are doing, man. You ain't seen. When really you see the American army, man, when they are parading, you really start wondering, is this even an army, man? You see? Some weak homosexual dudes, man, clean shaved. You see? You see? And as this dude have the nerve to talk about Putin killing journalists. How about America? Killing the native. How many native have the American killed? See? And the Negroes. Like that dude who got killed, the whole world was watching. George Floyd. And the trial have to go another year. Is that righteousness over there? 8 billion people, they saw them do the killing that nigga, man. What evidence do you need? I see, that's Issa wisdom, man, is there. Have the nerve to talk about Mexico killing journalists, man. Even if I was the president and I have a nigga in the corner talking shit about me, I will roll a tank and kill you and your kids, man. Have the nerve to talk about me. See, if I am the president, I'm talking up if I am the president, because the president is the top guy in the country. You see, he is the commander in chief. I see, have the nerve to talk about him just because you have a phone, you can post videos, man. That's what it really is in the East. I ain't talk about the president like that. You will be gone in a day, man. And like in America, we have Biden. Everybody is talking shit about him. We have the prime minister of Britain. He got humiliated just because he was partying. And now it's a big issue. He got humiliated in front of everybody. Is that really power? I don't understand the definition of power when it's come to Issa wisdom, man. He says the four angels we are using, which we are prepared for an hour in day and month. You see? So there is an hour, a day, a month, a year, for to slay said part of men in the number of the army of the horsemen. We are 200,000, and here is the number of them. You see? That was going to the said war. The horsemen, it was going to the nuclear missile. Let us go to Isaiah about the burden of Babylon. Isaiah 13 and 1 says the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Let's jump to verse 17. It says, Behold, I will stir up the media against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their boys shall dash the young men to pieces. You see? And right now the Lord is stirring the media. You see, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. The eye shall not spare children. And the Babylon, the glory of the kingdom, the beauty of the Chaldean, excellent shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And there I wanna add another. I wanna add what's going on. There is no internet. See, there is no internet right here. I wanted to add another. There is no service. Another video. Basically, I was going to Hamas. See, Hamas they want to resume. You know, back in it was 2021 when Hamas went to war with Israel, man. It was a 11-day war. I think everybody remembers that war. I think they got defeated. Right now they are saying they are coming back. They're coming back strong. Actually. So this thing ain't over, man. Until America is destroyed off the face of the earth. Israelism is in chain. Hawasha is regaining supreme. On planet Earth is Israel a superpower again. So this is a session. Hope you brothers were edified. On to the next.